forest the shadows breathe. Stories are whispered, the children believe. A creature is watching where sunlight won't shine. A giant is walking between the pines. I saw his eyes like embers in the night. I heard the cracking branches, felt the fright. Is he a devil? Is he divine? Something is waiting in the pines. In the walks, in the pines, where the wild things hide. A mystery walking on the mountainside. In the pines, where the truth is torn. A legend is hunted, a savior is born. Footprints, shadows, he's real, beware. Some say he's monster, some say he's king. Some say the forest obeys when he sings. But when the dawn breaks, we tremble blind, waiting for Sasquatch to show us the sign. Find the fire in the pines, where the wild things hide. A mystery walking on the mountainside. In the pines, where the truth is torn. A legend is hunted, a savior is born. In the pines. He walks in the The silence, something speaks. In the darkness, something wakes. Pines like pillars, moon like flame. Something whispers your hidden name. They say he's a monster. They say he's alive. They say don't go looking, don't listen when the forest cries. But every river carries a rumor, every owl knows the truth, and every lonely heart can hear it like thunder under the moon. Footprints in the mud where the morning breaks, a bent down branch where the daylight shakes, a single howl that's not quite wolf, a weight in the air like a holy pulse. Some call it fear, some call it proof, some call it madness, some call it truth. And the elders warn with trembling hands, don't chase the ghost through wild lands, but the trees keep whispering anyway. quiet living, we weren't built to look away. There's a pull inside the shadow, and it drags us night and day. I felt it in my ribs like a sacred drum, and I knew one day I would come.
They laughed at me, said I was weak, said fairy tales all over me, but the forest kept calling my hidden name.
I don't worship gold, I don't worship men, I worship the truth that returns again. If he's out there, enough of these storms, enough of this fear. You want your miracle, we'll drag it into the clear. Rope and iron, boots and flame, we'll hunt your legend, we'll name its name. Keep your breath, we'll take the claim. Don't delay, run the shadows far away. There's a heartbeat under stone, there's a throne without a crown, there's a shadow that won't run when the hunters come to town. It's louder now, it's loud, like a storm inside the crowd, like a prophecy untold. The wild is waking and the story will untold. It's louder now, it's loud, like a storm inside the crowd, like a prophecy untold. The wild is waking and the story will unfold. The forest woke before the sun, mist like breath from something ancient. We heard the stories one by one of a soul too gentle to be taken. They said he healed a wounded deer, spoke without words, erased their fear, and when he vanished in the night, he left behind a trail of light. We found them, there were silent we find his mark in the mud. If angels walked in fur and bone, would we even leave them alone? We're following the footprints in the mud, searching for the one they never understood. They say he's wild, but we know he's good. We've seen kindness where no one else would. Through the dark, through the flood, we believe in the footprints in the mud. If he walks this world alone, we will find him. Bring him home. What if the miracle doesn't wear a crown? What if salvation walks on sacred ground? What if the one we're waiting for is the one they taught us to ignore? He doesn't speak like kings or priests, he speaks in silence, wind and trees. And if he's hiding from our kind, maybe the monster is mankind. We're following the footprints in the mud, not for glory, not for fame or blood. If he is mercy wrapped in fur and blood, then we will stand where no one else would. Through the dark, through the flood, we believe in the footprints in the mud. If he walks this world alone, we will follow him wherever he goes. And somewhere deep where the wild things run, the footprints fade, but the believers don't. They bind my hands, they mock my name, but still the forest burns like flame. You think me beast, you think me lie, but I am the earth, I will not die. I am the thunder that breaks your sleep. I am the mountain, the roots that keep. I am the river, the fire, the rain. I am the voice who cannot change. I am the voice of the wild, the roar of the storm, untamed, undefined. I am the voice of the wild. You can break down the trees, but the king still survives. I walked the shadows, I walked alone, through ancient silence, the seeds were sown. The roots remember, the rivers weep, the forest awakens from its The night is heavy, the fire is near, but truth is stronger than chains of fear. The hunters gather to steal the flame, but I remain, I remain, I remain. I am the voice of the wild, the roar of the storm, untamed, undefiled. I am the voice of the wild. You can cut down the forest, the spirit's alive. Break me, burn me, spill my blood, still I rise from the ash and the mud. Strike me, bind me, drag me away, still the wild will have its say. Break me, burn me, spill my blood, still I rise from the ash and the mud. Strike me, bind me, drag me away, still the wild will have its say. I am the voice of the wild, the roar of the storm, untamed, undefiled. I am the voice of the wild. The shadow may fall, but the king is alive. The roots are speaking, the stones will cry, the rivers echo, the mountains reply. The wind is singing, the fire will rise, the wild eternal, it never dies. The branches shatter, the earth will quake, the songs of the forest no chain can take. Through storm and fury, through night and flame, the wild remembers my name. I am the voice of the wild, the roar of the storm, untamed, undefiled. I am the voice of the wild. The shadow may fall, but the spirit survives. I am the voice you cannot chain, I am the fire you can't contain. I am the river, the stone, the rain. I am the wild that still remains. I am the wild, I am the wild, I am the wild, I am the wild, I am the We walk where the shadows breathe, where the forest holds its breath. Lanterns trembling in our hands, between wonder and regret. We heard a whisper in the dark, not a threat, but not a lie.
Something ancient called our names from the edges of the sky.
They told us not to follow signs,
Not to listen to the call,
but something in our hearts said
we were meant to in the mud of time.
We are the seekers burning bright,
Not afraid of wrong or right.
if he's out there kind and wild.
We'll find him.
We are the seekers of the wild. We are the seekers of the wild.
We've seen fear in other eyes. We've heard the stories, felt the dread. But we saw something different there. Not a monster, but a soul instead.
They say he walks alone out here, a king with no crown or throne.
But kings don't have to rule the world to deserve not being alone. Oh,
So we follow every broken trail,
every rumor, every sound, because sometimes truth is found where no one else looks around.
we are the seekers in the night.
If you're listening beyond the trees, if you can hear our human hearts, we're not hunters, we're not enemies.
We're just souls that fell apart
And found hope.
And who you are.
We believe, we believe.
We are the seekers in the night.
Rising up against the fright. If he's the truth they're scared to see, then we'll stand beside his
We
mystery.
are the seekers hand in hand.
Not afraid to understand. If he's out there lost and free, we'll find him, because we are the seekers. And if he turns to look at us, he'll know he's not alone I was born where no names reach, where trees remember what men forget. The river spoke before I could speak, and the moon was the only crown I ever met. They called me beast, they called me curse, a shadow walking in their prayers. But I never learned their language first, only how to carry quiet pain in silence. I watched their fires from far away, heard their songs but never sang. I learned to love from things that stay, not from the hands that only came to take. If I had a voice they understood, would they still harm me through the woods? I am a lonely king with no throne, ruling a kingdom made of stone and bone. told them what he saw. They only saw the footprints in the snow, the broken branches, the fear in his eyes. They never asked what I already know, that mercy always wears a disguise. I don't want their cities made of steel, their loud machines, their gods of noise. I only wanted something real, a place where hearts are not destroyed. If love is something they can't see, then what kind of world was made for me? I am a lonely king with no throne, ruling a kingdom made of stone and bone. No crown, no choir, no holy ring, just echoes bowing to a lonely king. They fear my face, they curse my name, but I never asked to rule their pain. If kindness is a crime they bring, then I will wear it like a lonely king. If I roar, they call it war. If I hide, they hunt me more. If I help, they call it sin. Tell me where I'm allowed to live. Maybe kings are born to fall, maybe monsters are made by walls. If heaven never wanted me, why did it give this heart to me? I am a lonely king with no throne, ruling kingdom I never chose. No crown of gold, no holy ring, just truth carved deep in everything. Let them come with fire and chains, let them build their myths from fear and pain. If love is something they can't bring, then I will die a lonely king. And somewhere deep where the